Hello everyone, and welcome to the Mortuary. I am Mortician, and today I have something a little bit special and a little bit of an announcement before we get into this video. I've decided that like every single Sunday I'm gonna do like a recent pickups video, whether it be CDs, whether it be video games or books or whatever. I'm gonna every Sunday show you what I've picked up. I just feel like this is an easy way for me to upload more every week for you guys, because this is a way easier to edit and put together than a review. Because a review is like sifting through like 10-20 minutes worth of footage and like trying to line up all the shots and whatnot correctly. This is just syncing a clap and it's done. So without further ado, one last thing, I'm going to be breathing out of my mouth. My nose is clogged. So to start with this album's pickup, we have Pessimist. Honestly, there's a weird story with this band. I actually wanted to pick up a different Pessimist. Yes, there's two. These guys are from Baltimore, Maryland. The one that I was looking for was from Germany. But I'm not disappointed. I only paid $3 for this. It's Pessimist Evolution Unto Evil. Really awesome. Lyrically, it reminds me of DSide and shit. Really cool. The song I would recommend off this is probably The Pestilence. And if you guys like Megadeth, there is a Killing Is My Business cover on this. Next, we have Master. Master is a pretty well established death metal band, from what I remember. I've for a long time I thought it was Martin Van Drunen who was in this band. I don't know why, but that's who I thought was in it. But no, it's not. He wasn't even part of this. But these guys are fucking awesome. This is like straight up fucking death metal. The thing I really like about this particular album, I don't have any of their others, but about this particular album is the vocal style. It's very different from like say Obituary or Cannibal Corpse. This one kind of feels like he's like, I don't know, like sick or something. And it's like this like really low, like kind of vocal, and whereas like Cannibal Corpse is like really low death growls, or Obituary is kind of high. He's somewhere in the middle where he's like, I don't know how to describe it other than he sounds sick. And I don't mean sick as in cool, I mean sick as in ill. I don't mean ill as in cool, I mean like physically ill. The track I would recommend off this is actually the main track of The Human Machine, the self-titled track. That's the first track I've heard off this record, and it's probably my favorite off the entire record. Definitely really cool. I only paid $6 for it. I'm really happy I got it for such a good price. This next one is Inferi. Now, there's also another Inferi. I don't know where they're from, but these guys are from a black metal outfit from Argentina. I think Buenos Aires, if I remember correctly. Now, I've heard one of their other things. It's like The End of a Weak Age was the album I think I heard. And honestly, I wasn't too happy about it. I didn't pick it up, luckily. Me and my friend decided to skip on it. But when we came home and listened to it, it was like the same drums over and over and over. But this one really has something different. Whereas that one doesn't really, it's like straight up black metal with like the same drums over and over again. This one actually has differing drums, and to break up the monotony of just constant black metal in your fucking face, it actually has like orchestral pieces, like the start of Demons in the Shape of Warriors, which is the song I'm going to recommend to you guys, because that's the song that got me hooked on this album. I paid $3 for it. Totally worth the $3 in every way. Now we're on to vinyls. We're going to start with a band I love, and I know a lot of people love, and that is Nile. This is Nile's album, the Amongst the Catacombs of Nephrin Ka. I fucking love this album. And the reason I love this album is because it's so different from things like Annihilation of the Wicked and What Should Not Be on Earth, which are the two other albums I have. I actually have Black Seeds of Vengeance as well, I was going to talk about it in this video, but I decided it wasn't the best thing to do because anything I can say about this one is going to be said about that one. And that is that this album is way more atmospheric than Annihilation of the Wicked or What Should Not Be Unearthed. It's kind of better for it because it's like a different sound that I really enjoy. There are songs that are just entire chants, like 7. I was gonna read that to you, but I don't think I fucking can. I'll put a Photoshop of the name, but that's an entire chant. And it just has a lot of these, how do I say it? Egyptian-esque instruments, I guess we'll say, because I don't really know how to describe them. It's really, really, really awesome. I think I paid like $12 for this. It was so fucking worth that. Like, so worth that $12. And this was one of the albums that made me go, oh, well, I guess vinyl isn't super duper expensive. Because that's when I first started collecting vinyl. That's what I thought. I just thought vinyls are going to be somewhat expensive. But no, a lot of the vinyls I'm about to show you aren't super duper expensive. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. I wanted to show you guys every vinyl. Because you'd be surprised how many colored vinyls I actually have. Like, most of mine are colored except for one, and that's Dismembers Like an Ever-Flowing Stream. Yeah, it's like a yellow with orange splatter on one side. And on the other side, it's an orange with white splatter. It's probably one of my most favorite looking vinyls, honestly. It looks super duper awesome, and it's awesome that it's by a band that I absolutely adore. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Normally I don't let them slide like that, but it was a bit stuck. Next we got Chrysion's Apocalyptic Revelation. Chrysion is they're a death metal group. And that's pretty much all they're just straight up fucking death metal. And this album I picked up for like $8. Honestly, I'm not too crazy about it. The guitars, the drums, and the vocal pattern, they're the same like all the time. The same drum beat, the same riff played for like, how many songs are on here? Like at least 5 out of these like 10 songs or 9 songs that are actually more, probably like 6 of these are like the same riff over and over again, and then the other ones that aren't the same are just they are just upside down versions of the same riff. And I've come to the conclusion, and my friend came to this conclusion as well, that the vocalist really holds everyone back. And why do I say that? I mean, that sounds kind of fucked up to say, right? That's probably what you're thinking. But honestly, when we were listening, me and my friend, he was sitting in this exact chair, we were listening to this album as soon as I bought it, as soon as we came home. And we noticed that the solos and the drum fills were pretty fucking expertly done. Like, they were really, really, really awesome. Like, just popped. And I listened to this recently, and I kind of felt the same way, that just like, I feel like the vocalist, who's also the bassist on this, just really isn't that good at this point. Does that mean that their later albums suck? Probably not. Would I say this sucks? Kind of, yes. Would I recommend it is probably a better question. I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe for one reason. I'm gonna show you that reason. This is probably one of the cooler looking vinyls in my opinion. You're probably like, oh, Cameron, it's just fucking orange. Well, actually, you can't see it all that well because of the lighting I have set up, but this is orange, but like if you hit the light correctly, let me see if I can do this. Let's see if I can hit this light right and possibly show it to you. But at certain points, this actually turns like yellow. It's no longer orange, it's a yellow vinyl. It's super duper freaking cool. And it sucks, and it's my favorite, but if you want an $8 vinyl you can just like frame and put up there, this will be one of them. Apologize for the cut there. You have to remember that Whoops. My camera can only go up to 10 minutes of video. Why? I don't know. That's just the limit they put on it, so there's a cut there. My apologies, but as I was saying, more of a hanger than a listener. And the last vinyl we have here I love. That is Power Trip's Manifest Decimation. If you don't know who Power Trip is, they're a thrash metal band from Dallas, Texas. And boy, do they rip it up. I listened to this last night, and I was just like, fuck yeah. I was playing some Modern Warfare 2 while I was listening to this, just playing that Sniper-Fi on Spec Ops. Oh man, I was in the fucking zone listening to this. Everyone in this band is like really talented in my opinion. The riffage that you'll find here is superb. The mixing I really think is well done. Most of the time the guitars are kind of going to be blended in the background. But when it comes time for a solo, they really bring them to the front and just fucking rip your face off. It is so fucking fantastic. The first song I've ever heard by this band was Crossbreaker. And that's such a great song to start with because it's like, it kind of emphasizes all the reasons I love this band. It's got a nice hook. The fucking riff is fucking killer. Absolutely recommended. I believe that these guys in a couple years time, if they haven't already, are gonna take over the thrash scene. Like, I feel like these guys may be the new face of thrash. That's how much I love this fucking album. This album is phenomenal. Love it. Probably my favorite thrash album of recent times. And this is actually one of my favorite looking vinyls as well. I have one vinyl that kind of looks like this, but it's not nearly as good. Yeah, it's fucking clear. I can see right through this and see the camera perfectly well. I have one other vinyl that's like this. It's Churchburn's The Awaiting Coffins. And I don't recall it being this clear. It just looks really, really awesome. You can see all the grooves and I spit on it a little bit. But yeah, it looks super awesome. Yeah, definitely worth it. I picked this up for about $12. I remember it being kind of a steal because the CD was like $10 and this was only like a couple dollars more compared to the CD, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get the fucking vinyl. Totally worth it. Vinyl has become my favorite way to listen to music. You can't skip through songs and whatnot that easily, but the warmth that the vinyl has really makes me feel like it's more of a live show to me. It just feels like more of a performance than it is a studio release, and I really like that about vinyl. Super awesome. So, thank you guys for watching this recent album pickups. Tell me what you guys think about this idea of every Sunday I do this. And while you're down there, tell me what you guys are listening to. I don't care if you're listening to metal, rap, punk, pop. Tell me in the comments what the fuck you're listening to. I want to check out what you guys are listening to. So, thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Mortician, peace out.